Because obviously the amount of violence that was being shown, it was difficult to fully assess him at the time, but he showed no signs of illness or injury. And after obviously the initial impact, we carried on for several hours trying to control the crowd and being directed by the foot officers. It was only when we got back to the van and he was properly assessed that we were able to obviously determine something wasn't quite right, and therefore he potentially needed veterinary treatment. Took him to the vets initially, and obviously they assessed him and weren't particularly happy with the symptoms that he was showing. So he was then basically transported to the Queen's Veterinary School in Cambridge, where further tests and a CT scan was carried out, which showed he's got quite a large fracture to the left-hand side of his skull. No, initially he went quite lethargic, but obviously he'd been working for quite a few hours on the streets, so that was to be expected. But a short while after we arrived back, he sort of had a slow trickle of blood coming from his left nostril, which obviously could indicate that there was some sort of head trauma. And because of that, it was a straight emergency response to the vets, where he was obviously assessed, given some medication, and transported to Cambridge for a further sort of examination.